Hey there, everyone. Welcome to today's training. We are going to be talking about campaign objectives today and how to run successful advertising campaigns with the correct objectives in mind. Been getting a few questions from the community and everything like that recently around setting up successful campaign objectives. And what I'm going to be running through today is exactly how you can start running successful campaigns on Facebook with the correct objectives in mind, because a lot of you'll have different ways that you'll be setting up your campaigns, and you'll be running campaigns very differently. However, a lot of the methodology that we teach within the battle plan marketing method is very simple, very simple, because the strategy is all lined out for you step by step. So it's like, you start in our target section, you move into the strategy, you move into the ads side of things, and you run through the automation side to it all as well. And today what I'm going to do is just show you guys how to set up the correct objectives as well to set you up for success, because some of you still no doubt will be using websites and things like that. However, we don't suggest that. We suggest using landing pages and what we have available within our armory as well in terms of helping you run successful campaigns. However, the bigger picture is some of you still will be using websites in some way, shape or form. No doubt, just not what we recommend. We recommend you to use actual landing pages with one offer and everything, which is all detailed for you guys in our armory. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about the campaign objectives and which ones are which, depending on the types of campaigns you're running. Because if you're running it straight to a website, you're going to be running a very different campaign objective to what you would do if you had a landing page. And what you would do if you're just looking just to generate leads quickly for your business, quickly, sharply, and briskly, so that you guys can start having some more conversations. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you all today, just to run you through what options there are and what's going to be the best for you guys as well. Okay. So we're going to get started. So right here, this is the ads manager. Okay. So this is the ads manager right here. This is my own ads manager. So essentially here, you're going to go into create an ad. And then what's going to happen is you're going to be given all these different, campaign objectives. So there's an awareness, consideration, and then there's conversions. Now, let's say, for example, like you're going through and you're using our battle plan marketing method, right? The way that you're going to be setting it up is very different. We like you to use conversions as an option. Now, the reason why we want you to use conversions is what happens with the campaign objective is Facebook says to you, what I want you to do is I want you to, like, if you whatever you choose here is what Facebook will do. So if you say to Facebook, I want to generate leads and I want to find people that opts into my offer. If that's what you tell Facebook to do, that's what conversions is. Okay. So if you have a landing page, you would set up your conversions to basically track everyone that goes to the second page of your funnel. So everything you'll see within my own, within the Business Warriors ads section here is we set up all conversions ads because we want to track the people. We want Facebook to find more people that are opting in terms of name, email, and contact number, so we can have phone conversations with people. Right. And that's exactly what you guys want to be doing too, is you want to have one funnel set up that generates you leads and gives you people to speak to. And you want to have it as a full lead gen funnel, only one offer, one thing that people can get access to, and not sending the traffic to a website or anything like that. We want to send it straight through the one offer. Right. So for those of you that are in our community, you basically just select whatever
strategy you want to use. We've got several different strategies that we've used to succession, which is, we've got a challenge, a full challenge formula, which Beck's using at the moment, generating leads for like $1 last time we saw. Then we've got our download funnel that you guys can get access to, which is our exact marketing blueprint that we're running consistently. That there. The next one is you can basically just select our webinar, our online webinar, or you could select our in-person live events model that we've got there as well. And that's going to be the main 4 that you'll choose from our armory as well, for those of you that are in there. Then from there, like we do have an appointment funnel that we use on the back end to just scale appointments. Then on the back end of that, we have got a full competition sequence and strategy that we use as well as other additional ones. Then we've got a lead generation campaign as well that we use. So all that's just basically you select what you want in our armory. So with those main 4 ones I spoke to you about before, it's always conversion ads that you would use. The only other time that it's ever going to change is if you are basically building audiences on Facebook, then you're just using video views. The only other ones you're going to use is the traffic. So if you guys are just wanting to send traffic to your website normally, you guys just have a website and you just want to send it to the website, right? That's the only time you use traffic, by the way. Although I wouldn't suggest it. I would want Facebook to find leads. That's why we say use a funnel with, one option for people to opt into, right? That's why we say use that, because Facebook then finds what we're after. Because at the end of the day, you're on Facebook and you're advertising and you're spending money on advertising and all this sort of stuff because, one, you want people to speak to, right? That's exactly what you're after. So that's why you always want to use conversions. If you are driving traffic across to your website, so say, for example, you're running full Google advertising at the moment, and essentially you've got your pixels and everything on your website from the Google traffic, and you're just wanting to retarget on Facebook, then you would just choose traffic as an option here. And then that will basically, you just set up your ad following our battle plan method, and the way that we write our copy and all that type of stuff as well. You just use the examples that we've got and you just retarget the traffic back to the website using that option there. And then Facebook, what it will do is it'll just find people on that have jumped on your website previously, and it'll send the traffic back to it, and Facebook will just keep targeting these people, keep targeting them to get them to click back to your website. Apart from that, the other option that you guys would use is if you're really looking for a quick way to get something up and running super fast, just basically just join in and we'll show you how to set one of those up. It's just a lead generation campaign. That's the only other time that you would use that, okay? By the way, we've got leads for as little as 60 cents using this particular one here, because Facebook does like to favor people that do keep everything in Facebook. So they like to favor these ads. That's like, Facebook's got a favorite, right? Would they like you? They're looking for ways to be able to keep you on the platform, right? So if you're using lead generation as an option, it will continue to allow you to be able to, it will favor you, put it that way, by keeping it as lead generation as an option. For a lot of you as well, you may be using messages as an option as well, right? So that was lead generation. That sets up lead forms, by the way, in case of you're looking for different terminology. The only other one would be messages. So for a lot of our property consultants, our brokers, people that are selling anything to do with houses, we do run a lot of messenger campaigns, and then we use the back end of messenger bot sequences and stuff like that, which we have got access to in the Armory as well. Our online platform within the 300 Mastermind or Freedom Warrior or wherever it is that you're using it. Essentially, you can run message campaigns as well if you're in the property space or even wealth creation space. It's really, really good for as well. That's if you were choosing to sort of open up conversations with people as well. The cool thing about Messenger too is if they do have like their mobile numbers and everything private, you can also see their mobile numbers on the profile as they come through from messages. So it still does give you the option to call. Whereas like the
battle plan method, really, you want to be using the landing pages as the main options, right? I'm just giving you guys additional ways that, and the only real ones that we use as campaign objectives. So every single time I am always using conversions. That's what I'm always using, conversions, because I want Facebook to find people that want to have conversations with us. I'm wanting people that are going to every single time want to have conversations with us, because conversations are a 30% higher chance of making a sale. And this is what a lot of people don't realize. A lot of people go, oh, I'm just going to get emails, right? Which is okay. It's fine. Like, you can do that. However, if you've got contact numbers on the front end as well, you might get a lower amount of people opting in, but you're going to get physical numbers that you can build a number list for, of people to contact now and for the next 5 years that you're going to be in business, next 10 years you're going to be in business, right? So you want to be building, this is what you want to be thinking about, building a contact number list and building an email list as well, right? And you're just across all channels, being seen all time, and it's getting to what we call omnipresence, right? Where you are everywhere digitally at all times. And with a lot of the third-party retargeting strategies that you can use on Facebook, which I'll share in other videos as well, it's going to give you a lot more options to be omnipresent. Because you get seen on all third-party apps too. I've had friends send me screenshots from their Tinder accounts, and here's me popping up on a video retargeting them. So it's super funny. So these are the real main ones that you're going to be using, like brand awareness and stuff like that. Like if you've got like $100 million budgets, right, for advertising, right, like brand, yeah, of course, do brand awareness and all that type of stuff. I would say, very highly likely, you guys aren't going to be doing brand awareness or have a $100 million budget, okay? Completely different strategy. So the main ones you guys are going to use is traffic, right? You'd only use that if you're retargeting from your Google advertising that you're doing. That's really the only time that you want to be doing that. Next is using video views for when you are looking to build video audiences. Okay, so if you're looking to build video audiences to retarget, then you'll be using video views as an objective. If you're looking to get a quick advertising campaign up and running so you can start generating leads, you would use lead generation. We set this up at all of our events too, by the way. In one day, we can set all of this up for you, front to end, full strategy. Messages, if you're in the property space, is working incredibly well at the moment, the messages option. And as I said, it still does give you contact details for people, right? If they've got their phone numbers public on their actual Facebook itself. So it won't be for everyone, because there's a lot of people that do have their Facebook profiles private. Okay, so messages campaigns, you would only be using them for mainly sort of property finance, using for some retargeting strategies for people that have seen your videos quite regularly as well. That's when you would use this type of thing. Otherwise, you'd just be continuing to use the proper battle plan method as well to be able to actually have the conversations with people properly on the phone, right? And then retarget from there, this type of message campaigns. However, the bigger picture is everyone who's in service-based, this is what you want to be focusing on, is just the conversions. That's what you want to be focusing on, just conversions. Because you want to build a list of emails, contact numbers, you want to build names into your list as well. You want to be having conversations with people. It's like I've said to you guys on previous videos as well. What we've found is 80% of our sales are coming from about 20 days in our database, right? So then several hits they've had from them by email and text message. 20 days right through to 8 months is like 80% of the sales that go through our business at the moment. So bearing that in mind, right, this is the stats. So that's why it's important for you to build phone numbers. It's why it's important for you to build emails. It's why it's important for you to ensure that you're doing follow-up. It's why it's important for you to continue to retarget. That's why it's important for you to do conversions campaigns, because you want to send Facebook to do the right work for you. right? And the right work is finding people that are going to give you their email, going to give you their name, going to give you their contact number so you can have a phone conversation. I don't know about you guys, but a 30% increase in the likelihood of a sale is a heaps better idea, a heaps more cooler than 1 to 2% conversion, right? So that's what you want to be focusing on, is the conversions. The only other times you're going to use service-based business owners is if for any of the other sections that I've mentioned here. If you guys have any other questions, you can feel free to hit me up. I'm happy to answer those questions for you guys as well. But that's the training there on campaign objectives specifically. So that's for service-based business owners. This is exactly what you want to be doing. You won't really use engagements. Engagements are great. I mean, you can use it for like some brand awareness stuff, or we do have an appointment funnel where you can use that as well. But you just want to follow the appointment funnel in terms of this process if you were going to do that. And we've got other metrics that we use within that step-by-step plan, the copywriting and everything like that, the implement for it. You want to be following it to a T. And a lot of it's used to traffic that people that have already seen what you do first, right? So they've already seen what you've been doing, they've been following you for a while, and now all of a sudden they go, oh yeah, okay, I want to do this, right? That's the only times that we do that type of stuff. So occasionally we'll look at an engagement type thing, but most of the time we're going to be aiming everything around conversions. Or if you want something set up really quick, right, to test a new offer or something like that, you just use lead generation as the main area because you want to test first, speed of implementation, right? Get things up and running as quickly as possible to be able to test, A, is this going to work? And B, should I spend all of my time setting up the landing pages and everything if it wasn't going to convert? So this is the back end. This is the campaign objectives. If you have any other further questions about it, we've got communities you guys can join or ask questions in. Just use the tools that you have available. For any of you that have some questions now here on Facebook, I'm going to be answering those questions now as well. This is a bit of an exclusive training I'm running through for you guys today. So in terms of questions, enjoying all the things I learned. Fantastic. Good to have you on board, Betty. Hey there, Serena. Hey, Cherry. Hope you're doing fantastically. Most certainly, definitely big change. Is this for worldwide use? Yes, Betty, it is for worldwide use. This whole Facebook platform, I can target anyone in the world that I want using these campaign objectives. We regularly already do target Australia and New Zealand, and South Africa we do a little bit in as well from time to time, and we do a fair bit in the US as well. I think about 13% of what we've done, we just did some stats on it the other day, 13% of what we do is in the US, 62%, just over 62% is in Australia. Another further 20% is in New Zealand, right? And then we just got small little percentages all over the world that we target as well. However, this is exactly what you guys want to be doing in terms of the campaign objectives. If you guys do have any other questions, you can feel free to hit me up. When I am advertising my course, should I use conversions again? Yes, you should use conversions again when you are advertising your course, 100%. However, for you, Beck, like everything's working, I wouldn't change a thing for you at the moment. The main thing we're going to focus on is you're converting through your challenge now. That's the main thing we're going to focus on now. Okay, so I'll give you some further insights in the group today as well on that. The Facebook campaign will be for where your audience is. Yes, so yes, worldwide, but based on your niche countries you select for your audience. Yeah, 100%. Yep, Serena is totally on point there as well. All right, so thank you so much for everyone tuning in. You're all amazing. And that's it for today's training. I'm going to run a few. Just make sure you're following this page so you're seeing everything first. I'm going to run some super trainings where I just run through like a step-by-step, and then I'll take questions at the end as well. And if you guys have any other questions about it, like if you're just watching the replay, you can check it out. Make sure you're following the page because we've got everything here that you guys can get access to. There's so much content. There's like 30 hours worth of content the last 90 days that's gone up on this page. So you don't want to miss a thing. Just make sure you're following the page, because I'll share a lot of these types of insights as well as to where people should focus and so on too when it comes to their advertising campaign objectives, and heaps of other different types of things as well. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Love all you guys, and peace out. We will speak again soon. There's only one thing that I want you guys to remember from all of these trainings and everything that we do, right? And this one thing is this: if you do not fight for your own freedom, absolutely nobody else will. So every single day, you must get out there, you must take action, you must implement what it is that we talk about, because we are actively doing it every single day. And I want you guys to remember to be the warrior. Let me know what you think of this training. If you're watching the replay, let me know you're watching the replay. Click following the page, because I'm going to share all these types of little super trainings for you guys to help you guys out. And I'll speak to you all soon. Cheers.